Today for the Bitcoin price, not only that a very interesting pattern for Bitcoin is unfolding in the charts right now. No guys, after we have been covering that a few weeks ago, this recovery signal on the hash ribbons, we finally, after the longest waiting period in the Bitcoin history, got this specific buy signal on the hash ribbons. We will be talking about what that means for the Bitcoin price right now, whether we are going to see the breakout and whether we are going to finally knock out the $10,500 price target towards the upside. Also guys, I will be talking with you about Algorand because we saw the breakout after we have been calling that here with DaVinci J15 2 days ago, and right now I will be sharing with you what is my price target and where am I going to take profits here on Algorand. Also guys, for Chainlink, you do remember that we as a community traded this breakout here of Chainlink all the way up here, very close to our specific price target of 74,000 satoshis. Guys, I will be sharing with you my updated game plan on Chainlink, and I do also want to put out a very important warning to all Chainlink holders out there. Guys, make sure you wait here until the very end. This is extremely important. And of course guys, it wouldn't be MMCrypto if I wouldn't be sharing with you the most recent news here from the on-chain metrics regarding the Bitcoin waves. Guys, this is certainly data for Bitcoin waves, for the smart money you do not want to be missing out on. And with that being said guys, make sure you take a seat, make sure you scroll down and you smash up the like button right now to at least 2,700, let's say 3,000 likes. And with that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Okay guys, and as always we are starting here on the 4-hourly candles for the Bitcoin price, and zooming out here on the 4-hourly candles, you can see that Bitcoin has been basically doing nothing but going sideways. This was one of the reasons why I haven't been here for 2 days guys, but now I am back here, back on track at the exact moment you need it, because something is coiling up for the Bitcoin price. I will be going through the technicals right now, through the question whether we will be breaking out and finally knocking out the $10,500 price target, but I will be also going through these on-chain metrics here, this hash ribbons indicator, which finally, after the longest waiting time, after the recovery signal, showed us this buy signal. I will be telling you exactly what it means. I will be telling you from the technicals what it means, and also very important, I will be showing you brand new dates from the on-chain Bitcoin data here, indicating that the whales are planning something. Once again, we have been talking about that before, something which will catch everyone but not our family by surprise. Wait here until the end of the video. Let's start with the 4-hourly candles for the Bitcoin price. And as you can see, Bitcoin is here trapped within this, let's call it a falling wedge here on the 4-hourly candles. And I do want to tell you something. I do not really like to trade these falling wedges. However, if you want to trade them, I will show you exactly how I would be doing it. But they can be tricky sometimes. Let's pull out the EMA ribbon here, and you can see that on the 4-hourly candles for the Bitcoin price is here right now trading above the 4-hourly ribbons, and this is of course something bullish. I have been telling you, when Bitcoin goes above the 4-hourly ribbons on the 4-hourly candles, Bitcoin has a good chance turning bullish again. And you can see here that Bitcoin has been here in this 4-hourly uptrend ever since. The question right now is, will this continue and will we be breaking out? Well, let's answer this question here regarding the EMA later on. Let's pull out the VPVR and zoom out a little bit. And as you can see, Bitcoin has been dealing here with his VPVR biggest cluster of resistance here on the 4-hourly candles, as you can see right here. So of course, if Bitcoin closes this weekly candle, the Sunday candle, of course, weekly price action is not the most significant one, but if it closes above this resistance, of course this would be considered bullish. Just let's go back in time here. Always when Bitcoin was closing above, it was even acting as support, and Bitcoin was continuing this uptrend until we broke below. The same thing you can actually also see right here. We broke above, we had here the support, and of course this prolonged uptrend for Bitcoin before we finally actually broke down once again. Another good news is that here on the 4-hourly candles, Bitcoin is still supported by this green support box, and of course, we do not want to see that to change. And another good thing is that these falling wedges usually serve as a bullish breakout pattern. However, I already told you in the beginning that I do not really like to trade them. But yeah, if you were to trade them, this might be one possible breakout target for you. If you just take the highest point of this falling wedge, then 10,200 to 10,500 US dollars might be a possible target. Another possible target might be this measured move if you were to take just this point, but it is pretty similar, this point from the bottom to the top, and you were to pull it over right here, then you can see very, very similar, once again 10,500. And this is already the deal here, guys. This is why it might be a little bit tricky. These falling wedges, sometimes we are seeing the breakout and then the breakdown. Sometimes you are seeing a false breakdown and then the breakout. I mean, the last time we have seen that, let me go back to the daily candle, was actually all the way back here. Look at this. We had this massive downtrend here for Bitcoin. Look at this. This was a big falling wedge actually. And yeah, the Bitcoin price was, look at this, actually breaking down. It's not perfectly drawn. It was breaking down. It was a fake out eventually, and then we had the breakout actually also perfectly here in alignment with the measured move, with the technical price target of this falling wedge, approximately at 14,000 US dollars. However, in the short run, we cannot really tell, is there going to be a fake out before or not? And this is why I am personally standing on the sidelines and waiting for Bitcoin to either break the 8,600 US dollar price level. I always said that I remain bullish until we don't break this and until we are not closing a daily candle below the 8,600 US dollar price target. And until we are not closing a daily candle, let's say even a weekly candle above the 10,500 US dollar price target, I remain even neutral here, at least when it comes to my personal trading strategy. But now, guys, this is much more important, much more important, and this is the hash ribbons here. Look at the hash ribbons on the daily. Finally, after the longest waiting period, we have been seeing this buy signal flashing on the hash ribbons. And we have a tweet on Twitter. I think we were the first ones here breaking the news a few hours ago. Already a few hundred likes on that tweet. And what we have been saying here is that the Bitcoin hash ribbon flashed today. You remember, we have been talking about the hash ribbon since 1.5 years or so, and we have been calling also the post-halving capitulation and the post-halving buy signal, which actually occurred today. And I want to tell you exactly what I think what that means for the Bitcoin price. What I have been saying here is that this is the longest we had to wait for the buy signal to occur. Did the BTC bull begin its run? Well, guys, you can let me know first of all, before I give you my personal opinion here, in the comment section down below. Scroll down and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think the Bitcoin bull began his run here after this buy signal? My personal opinion, yes. And this is what I want to tell you. We made a video 3 weeks ago and we said also that we are waiting for this buy signal after the recovery. You can buy the recovery. If you did, you're not not profitable or so, like 1, 2, 3% positive or negative. However, if you really want to trade the very accurate buy signal, you have to wait for this blue buy signal to occur, at least from an historical perspective. It's getting very windy here. I hope you're not getting the wind into the microphone. But what I've been saying is that always when this buy signal occurs, especially after the halvings, then we can see significant upwards price movements for Bitcoin with a very limited downside. Look at this performance here for Bitcoin. In 2012, after the halving, we had it in January or February, this buy signal flashing right here. The performance was more than 5,000%. Then after the halving in 2016, let me go to the weekly candles. You can see it here at these vertical lines. We had it once again and the Bitcoin price broke out. And yes, the same thing is happening now finally. The question is, will Bitcoin just like right here with that hash ribbon indicator breaking out towards the upside? Well, I can tell you in my opinion on the weekly candles, this is going to be the case. Whether this is going to be in July, August or September, what the heck does this matter, guys? After this buy signal here flashing on the hash ribbons, that on the balance of probabilities, our highest likelihood is after maybe a smaller retracement to finally break out towards the upside within the next few weeks, let's say until September. Also, let me know if you are going to trade this falling wedge breakout. Me personally, I'm staying on the sidelines until we are breaching one of these two thresholds I mentioned previously. But I wanted to tell you this warning here because I'm not alone with my opinion. These breakout, look at this, these falling wedges, they tend to have some false breakouts towards the upside and the downside, as you can see it right here. And Bulkowski himself says he doesn't really like to trade them. I don't really like to trade them. I will trade the breakout. And look at this chart here. Look at Algorand. We have been calling for that in the last DaVinci J15 episode in this video here. And what you can see is that Algorand has on the daily and on the weekly candles here basically forming perfectly W patterns. I have been discovering that, and I proposed this altcoin to DaVinci. He has been looking at it and he was immediately bullish here from the technical point of view, and we actually covered it approximately here at these price targets. I do want to know from you guys, did you trade the Algorand breakout and made 25% gains here as I did it and as DaVinci J15 did it? By the way, many people traded here this Chainlink breakout. Look at this. We got amazing feedback here by many people actually leaving some love here in the comment section down below. And I enjoy when you spread positivity and let us know when you are making profits, because I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, it makes much more fun to see other profits, or at least to share the joy about the profits if you are not alone with that. So please let me know. Let's look at this here as some kind of a W pattern, okay? And if you were to just let's take this measured move price target, then of course you could assume that this Algorand breakout might come to a very end, or it has already come to an end, with this specific breakout. And this is also what I want you to take away from that, because I will be taking profits right now. I think 20 to 25% profits in 2 days. This is already pretty amazing. So if you take your initial investment from the table and you let only your profits rise maybe to the next high here, to the next local high, this is fine. And if the market reverses on you, you are staying there with a break even already because you took your profits. I think this was already a very volatile move towards the upside, and we hit our price target here very closely already. I will be taking profits, and you can let me know what you are going to do in the near future. And this is it, guys. I want to talk with you about Chainlink. Do you remember the few calls we actually made, not only with DaVinci J15 here, within this period where we said on the balance of probabilities we will most likely be breaking out? We talked about this specific measured move price target of 74,000 satoshis. We got so much love from you here in the comment section down below. Many comments here spreading love and thanking us for this call. And you can see Chainlink is going here perfectly to this target. I will be from now on, from this day, starting to take profits all the way up to this level. I will be taking out 50% of my trade, just to make sure that I will be going out here profitably from this specific trade. Let me know what you are going to do. You always know when things are looking bright as this is the moment we should get cautious. And long term, there is of course even more upside potential. I do want to tell you this correction might come sooner than expected, even though there is more upwards price movement. Because look at this here, zooming out on the Chainlink chart, and this is something no one is probably showing you here in the YouTube space, but look at this. How does this look to you guys? Does this look anything but unhealthy to you? I mean, do I think that Chainlink has a future? Yes, most probably it has. They are working pretty well here. Are the technicals looking good right now? Well, not really, because we already made all our profits here. Chainlink is very close to the target of 74,000 satoshis, and this here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, this here is called a parabolic curve. And these parabolic curves, they go vertical towards the end. This is exactly what is happening right now. This is exactly what we have been waiting for, and this is exactly what we have been calling. Once Chainlink breaks this parabolic curve, we will be due for a massive correction before Chainlink finally reverts and goes into the next parabolic cycle. So guys, let Let me know what you think about that. But I wanted to tell you, we are taking profits as I'm speaking here all the way up to our target of 74,000 Satoshis. If you do appreciate this contrarian indicator, let me know down below. And next up, guys, this is a juicy one. This is a jam-packed episode. I did promise you that. And do you remember how we have been talking about the balance, Bitcoin balance on exchanges going down and the whale addresses going up? Well, guys, what if I told you that there's a very strong connection between this Corona dump here, between the balance of whales, between the number of Bitcoin whales out there, and between the balance on Bitcoin exchanges? Well, guys, let's go over to this Glassnode report here indicating that new Bitcoin whales are on the horizon and that new Bitcoin whales are entering the space right now as we speak. So look at this, what Glassnode has been saying here. Full credits to Glassnode. I will be leaving the links down below here from Liesel Eichholz, and this article is really amazing. What she has been saying here is that Bitcoin whales population is on the rise. Are they hoarding more BTC than ever? This is the question, and this question is perfectly well answered here in this article. I could go into our own analysis here, which we did a few days ago, but why should I do that if Glassnode is providing here the same thing in a very nice wording and with a very perfect graphics here already? So look at this. This is what we actually have been sharing also a few weeks ago. And what you can see ever since, look at this. This blue one here, the blue line is the balance of Bitcoin on exchanges. And ever since the Black Thursday, this is going continuously down. And this is the first time in history, because usually when the Bitcoin price goes up, the tendency of the wallet on exchanges, the blue line, is also towards the upside, because when the price goes up, people are depositing, people are trading, people want their Bitcoin on exchanges. So the question number one is, of course, is why the balance of Bitcoin on exchanges is going down, why the number of entities, why the number of ways are going up, and why the Bitcoin price, you cannot see it here, but of course since March the Bitcoin price was only going up from 3.8 to 9,400 US dollars. Well, why is this the case? They are saying here is we can see that this decrease in the balance of BTC on exchanges coincides with the increase in the number of Bitcoin whales. It also correlates with the increase of whales in Bitcoin balance, BTC balance, which can be seen when we compare whale dominance to exchange dominance. Whales are withdrawing, so whales, the red balance here, withdrawing their Bitcoin from the exchange, which is blue. Let's go further down here into the rabbit hole, because this is, guys, this is getting more interesting as we speak. While whale dominance has begun to increase in 2020, exchange dominance has decreased, meaning that their combined value has not experienced any significant change. This was caused, at least in part, by uncharacteristic proportion of exchange withdrawals by whales over the past few months, contributing to the creation of seemingly new whales. And listen to this, the effect was strongest directly after Black Thursday, which was the Corona dump here on the 12th of March 2020, when the flow of BTC on exchanges whales increased significantly. And look at this amazing visual here from Glassnode. We had the exchange withdrawals specifically by whales spiking up like more than of any other group here in the Bitcoin space. So what you can see here is they are putting it together is that these withdrawals explain to a large degree how so many new whales could appear on chain in such a short amount of time. It also provides a hint as to why so many BTC are moving off exchanges, especially into whale wallets. And look at this, they have been saying here is after declining, I will be putting all of that together, guys, wait here until the end. After declining since 2016, the number of BTC whales, that is entities with at least 1,000 Bitcoin, is increasing. And here, similarly, the total BTC balance held by whales, this is the smart money, has begun to increase for the first time since 2016. Meanwhile, the whale dominance, listen closely, I will be putting that together here in the end. Meanwhile, the whale dominance, an example, whales market share is seeing its largest sustained increase since 9 years ago, after experiencing a near consistent decline for almost a decade. Well, guys, what does that mean? The narrative behind that, the takeaway behind that, if you interpret these numbers properly, is powerful AF, because what happened on the 12th of March 2020 here? We had the coronavirus panic, we had the sell-off, the huge demand after US dollar, where even gold got sold off, equities, real estate, and of course also Bitcoin. Everyone was seeking for US dollar, everyone was selling into US dollar. And of course, at this specific moment, what is the smart money doing? The whales started pulling their Bitcoin from exchanges, and the significant evidence for that is that not only the exchange balance was going down, but also the number of whales was increasing day by day, basically. Let me go back to this chart here, and the smart, the important takeaway for that is, let me find that here. Where is it? It is right here. The important takeaway from that is that the exchange balance going down while the whale balance is going up is that the smart money understands that right now the is basically hitting the fan, and that right now is the moment that Bitcoin is transforming to what it has always meant to be, to not only a medium of exchange or store of value, but also to a hedge against the fiat currency system. You want to be doing what the smart money is doing, and I'm personally holding all my Bitcoin here off exchanges, and I'm only trading altcoins like Chainlink, Algorand, as I mentioned to you here before, on exchanges. Let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you are doing right now. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel, and of course also thank you so much for using our affiliate section. Up to $502 completely for free. If you click these links, you put in your email address and your password, and you can get, after initial deposit of 0.2 Bitcoin or 0.5 Bitcoin, up to $502 completely for free. Of course, only as an experienced trader, and you also get free on-chain data here with our links in the pinned comment down below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for smashing up the like button, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye. And you can see that Bitcoin is right now basically perfectly fighting with the VPVR biggest cluster of resistance here on the horizontal support. Wow, now my water is spilling out.